Hello everybody, Rick here, and I'm back with a new devlog video. I've just started the 4th week of quarantine over here. I hope that you guys are all safe and are working productively on your own game. On my side, I've been working pretty hard on actually making this Alpha 2.0 happen. I've got here a list of all the things that I have implemented ever since the last devlog, and so let's just get to them. The very first thing I fixed is the font size. In the last devlog, a lot of you guys commented how the font was not really adapted for the inventory and in general in the game because it was too big, and I realized that the font that I was using was a 16 pixel font, but I actually found on the internet an 8 pixel font, which now fits better the inventory and in general the pixel game, so that got fixed. I also fixed a small bug that there was with the wall jump. The wall jump was not showing correctly whenever you jumped into the wall. There were some problems with that, but that got fixed. Now, the very big thing that I worked on during the week is teleportation portals. So this was one of the features that I really wanted to work on for the Alpha 2.0, and I'm very excited to say that portals are here. They're working all nicely. The very first thing I worked on was the design of the portal. I took the ruin tile set that I already had, and I just worked a little bit with it. I knew already that I wanted this teleportation portal to be interactable. And the idea here is that at the beginning, when you find these portals, they will not be active, and one of the goals will be to activate them. In order to do that, you'll need 2 items. I've already shown you guys how crafting works a little bit in the game. In this Alpha 2.0, you'll be able to collect 1 recipe, and with this recipe, you'll be able to craft the item that will allow you to fix the teleportation portals, and you'll need 2 of those items to fix 1 portal. The way that you interact with the portal is pretty easy. You just come close to the portal and you'll see on one side a UI appear, and on this UI you can see grayed out the items that you need to put on. When this UI appears, you can just easily open your inventory and you can directly grab the items from the inventory and put them there. I really like this interaction and I like how smooth it is. I was at first thinking about adding some buttons so that you can interact with the button first, but I really like this idea of just like going through the environments and all of the things that you can interact with are just going to appear on the side, and you can just easily grab items and put them on there. You can also see that I've started working a little bit with lights. I tried to create a nice portal effect with lights. So when the portal is not active, you have this gray color, but when you activate the portal, the hue of the light goes from blue to purple, and I really like this transition here. Now, of course, when you activate one portal, you'll want to use it to go to other areas, and this is working pretty nicely. There are going to be 3 areas in this Alpha 2.0. Very excited about that. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it in a moment. As you can see here, when you activate the portal, you can decide to go from the ruins to the mountain and to the jungle, and whenever one of the options is not available yet, you just see some question marks saying that, hey, there's a portal that you still need to activate. The next big thing that I worked on are some panel puzzles. So I already had this panel idea in my very first Alpha 1.0, but back then the only thing that you could do was just collecting the pieces, and those pieces were just automatically transferred onto the panel. You weren't really interacting with the pieces. But the idea here that I really like is that now you actually have an inventory where you can store these pieces. So it's gonna be up to you to take those pieces and actually put them onto the panel on the right spot. Again, here, similarly to the teleportation portal, whenever you come closer to the panel, the UI is going to appear on the side, and if you want, you can just open with a button your inventory, you take the panel pieces, you put them onto the panel. As you see, the UI automatically updates the panel that is on the map. So this is very nice. So once you have put the pieces there, you'll be able then to see on the map the pieces that you've put there. And of course, once you finish the puzzle, something is going to happen. I can link this pretty easily to a door opening or a switch activating or anything really. I'm really happy with how easily I can come up with some puzzles and how nicely you can interact with them. Before we move forward, I'd like to show you real quick the map for the Alpha 2.0. So I took the map for the Alpha 1.0 and the map for the 1K special, and those 2 maps are going to be linked together through a 3rd map. So in total, this Alpha 2.0 is going to feature 3 different areas. One area which is mainly ruins, one area which is mainly mountain, and the other one which is mainly the jungle. And I worked a lot on the transition between the maps. All the maps are now connected. Of course, you can use the teleportation portals to move fast from one map to the other, but all the maps are interconnected and you can explore them in different non-linear way, and there is no one map that you actually need to do before the other. So you're gonna start in the ruined section of the map, but then you can decide to go to the mountains first or to the jungle first. It's really up to you. Also, something that I really had to work on was a way to save all the coins and all the collectibles, all the items when you switch scenes. And that got coded too. I'm using some global variables which are going to store everything that you collect. Whenever you switch scene, those items that you've already collected are not going to respawn. So for those of you who are really into collecting everything in a game, this Alpha 2.0 is going to have 250 coins and 18 panel pieces. And of course, you also have the teleportation portals. There's going to be 3 of them and just a bunch of other things all over. Another big thing that I worked on is using visibility enablers. So for those of you who played the 1K special map, you probably noticed the lag. That map is very, very laggy, and that's because there is a lot going on screen. The map is very big and everything is loaded at the same time, and that causes the FPS, the frames per second, to be very low. I finally fixed that by using visibility enablers. So basically what's going to happen is that the visibility enablers are going to enable certain nodes only if they are on screen. So for example, the spikes, the enemies, the coins, any sort of thing that is too far from the player, it won't be enabled. And this has helped a lot on the lag problem. So hopefully, I really want this Alpha 2.0 to be as fun as possible and to have the least lag possible. So I'm working on that. Now for the very big thing that so many of you have been commenting about ever since I think the beginning of this channel is 2D lights. I can't tell you how many comments I've been getting about lights, 2D lights, what's going on with the lights. Well, I finally started working a little bit on the lights. So let me show you here the ruin map. This map is going to be very dark, especially when you are inside. So as you can see, the character now has a nice light around it. The collectibles are lighted up. The enemies have got some lights. You can see they've got lights on the eyes and lights on the back. And also something very nice that I'm still working on right now is that whenever you go out of the building, the light changes, so that it gives you this idea that you are moving from an inside dark area to an outside brighter area. And I'm going to apply this effect to all of the maps. I still haven't worked on those yet, but there's going to be a nice contrast between inside areas and outside areas. The one big thing that is missing though is occlusion. I made all the maps in tiled, and one of the good things about tiled is that I can define the collision shapes within tiled. Now I do not know if I can do the same thing for occlusion, if I can add occlusion to the tiles. I still need to look into that, so we'll see how I can fix that. I think that this is already a very good start. I had never worked with light 2D before, so I'm very proud with what I've got so far. I think that it's already a very big improvement. Now, one very last thing, guys, a lot of you commented how the aura looked not right. It just looked like fire and it wasn't following the character nicely. And so what I did is that I got rid of the sprite aura, and I'm just working right now with some light effect. And something that I really like that I'd love to show you is the transition from one energy state to the next energy state. I've implemented this boom effect with the light, which looks so awesome. This is possibly my favorite light effect that I've ever done. I mean, I haven't worked on light like that long, but still, like, this is my favorite thing and it looks super cool. I'd also love to have possibly like a zoom in when you change the state and you charge the aura so that it goes boom and there's this camera zoom or something. I think that it already works way better than the sprite, just because the sprite was a little bit weird, but this has got an improvement too. Also, something that I really enjoyed over the past week is working with you guys. I finally set up the Twitch page and I've been streaming semi-daily on the game, and a lot of you guys came in on the Twitch stream and commented live about what I could add to the game, what I could not, and have helped out a lot with the code. So if you'd like to watch the development of Quantum Ruins, feel free to follow the Twitch page. Right now I have two types of streams going on: the regular devlog streams where I work on Quantum Ruins, and I also started doing some retro let's plays, and right now I'm playing Terranigma, which is such a good game. We only did 2 episodes, so I'm still at the very beginning of the game, but if you'd like to watch that, that's also something that I've been working a little bit on. And with that being said, I hope that you guys are all working productively on your own games. I wanted to thank you all for 16,000 subscribers. I'm still so grateful for all the support. I do not know where you guys come from, but this is just amazing, and I'm feeling so motivated to work on this Alpha 2.0. I hope that you guys love it. I'm putting so much energy and so much motivation into this. I really want to come up with something fun to play, and I think that I'm getting there, and I'm so excited to release it so that you guys can play too and can have possibly a nice time, especially right now during quarantine and that things look a little bit grim, I want to say. So, and with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe at home. Go check out the Twitch page if you're interested, and I'll see you all in my next video.